So here I was doing a high elf campaign. High elves are pretty solid. They always were a solid race. And I realized the high elves have some of the most powerful legendary lords in the game. Like, okay, like there are individual legendary lords. They're like the strongest. They're not like. The best way to describe it is they're all the high elf lords they're not like the best in the game. There are some very good ones, but I think like three of them are like considered possibly top 10, and like when you combine them all together, the power creep and the spiral towards the later stages of the campaign is ridiculous. So let's say you start as Tyrion in Lothern. Makes sense, he is the main leader of the High Elves. Why wouldn't you choose him? He's a fun campaign. He's a bit of an easy one, but he's still fun. So let's say you start with him. Now, Tyrion, even at the start of the campaign, is ridiculously strong. And this is only turn 70. We're not even that far in, I say. He has 3 legendary items, which gives him 26% ward. Well, I also have a Talisman of Preservation as well. So right now, he has 26% ward save and 13% physical resistance with a whole bunch of other stuff. So let's think about this. Oh my god. A lot of bonuses. So we have a highly armored, very strong in attack and melee, attack and defense, armored piercing melee expert who is a duelist. He is very good at killing single entities on a horse. I mean, like everything is almost over 100. Like the only thing is he has martial mastery, which all high elf units either have martial prowess, or if you're like a legendary lord or an elite unit, martial mastery, which is another 12 melee defense and 8 melee attack. You have hold the line. He has frenzy because he killed who did he kill to get frenzy? It was a legendary lord. I know that. Where is it? Here. He defeated Malekith. Which, I mean, you're going to do that as Tyrion. Are you not going to defeat Malekith, the leader of the Dark Elves? So, he has, in battle, he has like 110 melee attack, melee defense both ways. So, he's unstoppable. But that's just the start. Tyrion he also gives great legendary bonuses if you go this way. If you go the other way, not so much. It just bumps him up a lot. So, what does he give? He gives 1 control all province. We're going to count this. All right? I want you to count how much control all provinces we can get. All right, so that's 1. Then we got sense of urgency, global recruitment duration -1, recruitment cost, recruitment capacity. That's great. Righteous cause, upkeep -10% all armies. I mean, do I have to explain that? That's ridiculous. So, his 3 legendary items, they're a set. If you have all 3, you get another +1, all provinces. So we're up to 2 now. So, the tech tree is also quite powerful. Mainly a tech like monthly festivals, which gives another +2. So now we're up to 4, along with some other good stuff in here. Campaign movement range, unit buffs. This one's pretty good. So, we're up to 4. Now, as Tyrion, and I don't know if this is the new patch or not, but once you get to 150 relationships with other high elf factions, the Confederation's instant. So, Alarielle, someone who already has high relationships with me, was easy to confederate. And she has traditional dictates, which is another +2. So now we're up to 6. You could go this way, which is, it only buffs her army. It mainly buffs the forest spirits. But if you're not playing as Alarielle, you aren't able to get forest spirits. So really, you should go the Sisters of Avalon, which gives them 10 melee defense and recruitment duration -1 all provinces. You can also get diplomatic bonuses, unlock handmaidens everywhere, and she's a life she's a Lord of Life spellcaster, along with having another set of items combined have another +1 all provinces. We're up to 7, right? And she, I have a gun. I'll get to that in a sec. And she buffs Sisters of Avalorn. I mean, yeah, there's really only one buff she gives it, but I mean, that's a good buff. 10 melee defense. If they go into melee, they can hold. Because right now they have 48, and that's not counting the martial prowess. So really, they have 60 melee defense. And you could obviously just have like a whole, if you have like a couple melee units, in the holding, and then just have a bunch of Sisters of Avalorn, yeah, they will destroy her. And she's on a hawk. She's on a hawk, I think. Yes, she's on an eagle. Then, you have another legendary lord right here in Yves. Eltharion is right here. Eltharion the Grim. His whole thing is, well, he has 2 things that have boost everything globally. First, he has garrison cost and construction cost and construction time for walls and garrison buildings, all provinces. Now, that means it only takes 2 turns to build walls. That's pretty good. Especially like in far out territories, that's really good. And then he has one that boosts global recruitment capacity +2. And once again, he has a set of items. I only have 2, but when you have all 3, it gives another +1 all provinces. So that's 8. I am at, when I get this, I'd be at +8 globally. Oh my god. And that's not even counting, how Alarielle gives this bonus to every province, every settlement she goes to. So, more control temporarily, not counting any, and that's not counting as well special buildings, the entertainment buildings, and then the Shrine of Khaine, the most powerful weapon in the game, bar none. Give it to someone like Alarielle, and even at phase 1, this is its weakest right here. It's incredibly powerful. I mean, that is ridiculous. And that's just phase 1. Now, you could be like, well, why not give it to Tyrion? Tyrion's already a doom stack. He doesn't, look at his stats. Does he really need any more? Going any higher would be pointless. Alarielle, on the other hand, she doesn't have the best stats. And with the 20% ward save, which is now putting her at 40, 20 there, 5 there, 5 there, another 10 somewhere else. Alarielle is at 45 physical resistance. She has 40% ward save, and this will get bigger. This will get stronger. And I bet you could get some other items. You see what I mean? You see how it's... Oh, she has Ward of Isha, which gives her 10%. So think about it. And, of course, I am on pace to also get... Now, of course, the downside of using the Sword of Khaine is, but it gives you -2. Yes, my provinces are really struggling with control here. Okay, that one's just that's just the Confederation. The only reason these are negative is because of the Confederation. The bonuses you can get. So the whole point of the High Elves is you get a lot of hot public order, so then you can commit war crimes with the Sword of Khaine. That's about it, really. Who cares? -10 diplomatic relationships. You could just manipulate anyone with influence, and I have tons of influence. And the trades. Oh my god, that's just a High Elf thing. No. Legendary lords and that's not even counting. Where is he? Where's that sword loser? Is he dead? Oh my god, he's dead. Okay, then we have Eltharion here. He also boosts Shadow Walkers. He has a stance where he can go under underways like dwarves. What the hell? Okay, that's weird. The High Elves may not be the strongest race. They're one of the strongest, but they may not be the strongest. But they have the most powerful legendary lords, which boost so much globally that I could field 2 more armies right now. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh my god, I forgot the most important thing. Tyrion has -50% for spearmen units. So that's 50% right there. Then I have this one here, all armies, so that's 60%. Then you have the technologies, 62, 65. Then you have this building here, Falls Anvil, the Temple of All, -10. So I could get Tyrion's army minus 75% upkeep as long as I use these units. And he boosts them. Well, he doesn't boost them that much, but they're good units even. Like, Civil and Guard are pretty solid. And the base archer is like one of the best archers in the game besides the Sisters of Avalon. You could go Lothern Seaguard, but no, he doesn't reduce the upkeep on those. He reduces it on the Spearmen and the Archers. So yeah, the High Elves the High Elf Legendary Lords are the most powerful in the game combined. And there's some more individual Legendary Lords that are probably stronger, like, I don't know who. Tyrion is like a top 5. Like, he is very powerful. Tyrion might be one of the strongest. Maybe Be'lakor or Scarbrand. Like, yeah, obviously, in terms of melee power, those guys are far stronger. But combine all the bonuses from all the Legendary Lords, and that's why they're so powerful. Like, the Skaven don't have bonuses to give +8 public order across all, if you get all the Legendary Lords, And that's why the High Elves had I've explained it to you. If you ever wonder why the High Elves get broken late game, that's why. And, it's unfortunate because 2 of the Legendary Lords have died. Imric has died and Teclis has died. If they survive, and Teclis usually does, I don't know what happened this campaign, and Imric can. So he's like the most likely to die. If they can survive, then you could get their bonuses as well, which just stack even more. I mean, it's honestly incredible. So overall, they may not have the best armies, but they have the best Legendary Lords. And that's why they're really strong. He has 120. I mean, combine all this. He has 120. You want to fight him? If you think there's a more powerful group of Legendary Lords, please tell me. I'm curious. I want to know, like, do all the Skaven Lords stack up? Maybe the Lizardmen Lords? I don't know. Please, tell me if there is. But I don't think there is. And that's about it. I'll see you on the next video.